In this educational video, we will revise P&A Manual, which outlines vessel-specific procedure for discharge noxious liquids substance for the vessel engaged in international trade. In 2004, International Maritime Organization (IMO) adopted revision to Annex II of the International Convention for Prevention of Pollution from Ships as modified by the Protocol of 1978 and 1997 MARPOL and International Code of Construction and Equipment for Ships Carrying Dangerous Chemicals in Bulk IBC Code, which entered in force 1st January 2007. Vessels that carry INLS must comply fully with these changes on international routes. Under MARPOL 2, Annex II revisions offshore supply vessel OSVs that carry internationally required to have P&A Manual. So this is to follow up Annex II regulation for control pollution noxious substance in bulk. You should and you are obliged to have procedure and arrangement manual, which would be for every vessel certified to carry substances category XYZ, and the manual should be approved by administration. So basically, what does it mean? The main page and some pages of the P&A manual should have the stamp of the class. It should be written either in English or in other approved languages. The main purpose for the manual is to identify for officers, and officers should be aware physical arrangement of the tanks, tank cleaning, slopes, loading, discharging, washing the tanks, procedures. Procedure and arrangement manual, P&A manual, this is extract from the requirements. It's under Annex II, subject to strict requirement. This is to be checked and inspected by the class, by the port state control, during the vessel loading or discharging appropriate chemical substances. Category XYZ. So basically they are dividing by the hazard what they represent to environmental. Category X major hazard, category Y is just a hazard, category Z is minor hazard to environment. And they have different requirements for discharge into marine ocean or to shore facilities. So make sure that you read the marine operation procedure of your company. You read the cargo and supply operation procedure, and you read exactly loading and discharging of noxious liquid substances part. The master is always responsible for safe loading of the vessel and ensuring the current legislative requirements on board are fully met. Loading of INLS cargo shall be conducted in reference to vessel statutory certification. It's either INLS certificate for the chemical tankers or OSV LHNS certificate for offshore vessels. The appendix to the certificate contains a allowable list of products which you are allowed as per latest certification to carry out. The list of products will depend on your physical arrangement of tanks, ventilation, pumps, and technical arrangement on the design. Reference also should be made to vessel procedure and arrangement manual, which we are discussing now, and there you should have physical drawings and step-by-step procedure how to load and discharge. While loading oil-based bulk fluid, it's mixed with oil-based any kind of chemicals, and in case if your oil-based product is not falling under INLS legislation straight, you should do risk assessment based on the components of the liquid which you're going to be loading, and in case if any doubt exists, you should notify your shore side. In case if one of the parameters and one of the components of this bulk mix are from the not allowable list. Prior to loading or discharging, information should be passed between the vessel and responsible shore side facilities. Another very important part is cargo record book. So cargo record book should be properly filled with all information stated on the book itself. Let's see how example should be. You should have the tanks, tank arrangement, the vessel with small description. You are putting information, loading cargo, transfer, unloading, and if you have control by authorized surveyor. Here you have the main reference documents used for this exercise. We have MAPC 315, MAPC 318, MAPC 460, which we are providing in new requirement for the IBC code and MARPOL. The marpoltraining.com, this is the site which I used, and it's providing very clear and easy examples how to look through the P&A. Again, reminding, so full set of documents you should have on board is certificate, in case if it's offshore vessel, it's certificate of fitness for offshore support vessel, which should be yearly inspected and stamped by the class. Addendum, which contains list of chemicals which you are allowed to carry on board the vessel. P&A Manual, again stamped and approved by the class. And cargo record book, which should have all the records of all the bulk transfers on the vessel done. Thank you very much.